So if you would have one tip, one suggestion, one piece of advice for somebody who's going through an addiction, what would be that one piece? I know it's
there's so many,
to define it, but what's the one thing?
You know, whether people realize it or not, the addict is a seeker. The addict is seeking. They are looking for some level of transcendence, and that's actually a beautiful thing. That is a very righteous, beautiful, good thing. But we are living in a world that didn't know how. It's changing fast. Many of us are working together to make a difference and help people remember this stuff, because even everything that I said, it's actually not a big deal at all. It's very simple, and it's just a reversal of perception that gets us into it. But remember, the reasons why we did this, reasons why people, is because most of the time they're seeking to transcend the confines of their own trauma or their own past limitations. And that is a good thing. That is a loving thing. That is a righteous thing. And so whatever you are going through, whatever it feels like, if you can remember or connect to the part of yourself that is able to perceive your addictive tendencies, not as something that is bad or negative or hurtful, but that is like a tool that no matter how it happened to you, you have chosen to go down a road where you're going to learn something in a way that is unique to you, that is specific to you, and that even though it hurts and even though it's painful, if you start to view your addiction as a teacher and you become aware of it and willing to work with the real reasons why you're addicted, then you're sending a signal out into the universe that you are greater than your normal conditions. You're greater than your addiction. And the more earnest you are about this, the more honest, the more sincere, the more truthful you are with wanting to face the real reasons why you're doing this and use your addiction as a tool for transcendence, these unseen energies that are truly animating every single one of us become activated just by the act of you wanting to do that. And if you keep doing it and you just keep looking at it as a teacher and learn, I know this sounds so crazy, learn to love all of it, every bit of it, or appreciate it or respect it or whatever, have reverence for it. Condition yourself to appreciate whatever you have experienced, and whatever this addiction is, respect it as a great teacher that is teaching you exactly what you need to learn. And if you just start paying attention to it and respecting it and be open to it, you're more likely than not going to be led onto a path where maybe it'll happen instantly, but it might not, but it will happen. You will start getting clues. You will start connecting to people. Synchronicities will begin to happen that will give you greater insight as to why you got into this state of being. And that is what increases our faith and our trust in this greater power that we truly actually are. And the more we have that faith, it doesn't matter what we're facing. It truly doesn't. The greatest atrocities, the most horrific things that could ever be happening on this world can be faced and dissolved by an individual that is truly supported by the coherence of their own life force, which is supported by the coherence of this never-ending universe, because that makes up more of reality than any of the pain and suffering that we as individuals or that we collectively as a species know.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Round of applause.
Well said.
Round of applause. Encore. Round of applause. Seth, you have mastered doing the words. And for now, we've done a variety of shows together. And as we get deeper into the nuances of what we can do just by verbiage alone, and when the three of us get together, come together on a subject matter like this, we can really point people into the right directions. As you were talking, I was looking at the chat room and watching people having aha moment after aha moment, many of them dealing with drug addiction or other forms of addiction. And you were just putting point to point to point. And then the conversation that Martina and I had before that, it was almost like it's natural mystical setup for you to come in here and add this next form to it. So thank you so much for that. But let's go a little deeper now. Martina, so we've been doing this for an hour. Let's go deeper.
I love that. This is why I love Andrew.
Yeah.
We can go deeper.
Yes.
So